And we are back from commercial. We get set for this tag team grudge match. I love saying grudge match. I don't know why. As we hear the music for the first team getting ready to make their way out to the ring shortly. Coming in tonight, a combined weight of 520 pounds. It's going to be the Natural, Brian Dent on the left. The Maniac, Mike Clines on the right. The Freaks of Nature. Well, you know, we haven't been seeing too much of the Freaks of Nature in tag team action lately. They've been kind of held up in kind of backing up the world champion in his most recent round with Robert Trinity. And now we're going to see what's going to happen now with Jeff Peck once again being the number one contender, trying to reclaim the championship from the Freak. We're going to see what's going to happen going forward with these two guys. But they are one of the toughest tag teams. Their chemistry is amazing. They just seamlessly kind of go together, and it's almost organic with the way these two guys work together, because it's basically family. They're basically family. Where a lot of tag teams are, they might be friends or they might be whatever, but these guys, the Maniac might not be blood with the freaking Natural, but he's been around them so long and so close to these guys. You gotta remember, it was the Natural and the Maniac that got the Freak to turn on Jeff Peck goes way back in the day when they broke up the pecking order to form the Freaks of Nature. And that's why Jeff brought in his allies that we're going to see out here shortly to kind of combat these three. This triumvirate of evil. Well, that was a lot. You just rambled off a ton right there. And I can't argue with any of it. The Freaks of Nature, one of the best tag teams in the world. Whether it be the Natural and the Maniac, or you throw into the Freak into the mix. Just one of the best tag teams of maybe our generation. But tonight they have a tough task on their hands as they get set to take on those two men right there. On the right, Brett Daniels. On the left, Stu Rodgers. They are the Game Changers. Joey Ross, I like when you get emphatic, your little voice drops a little bit of octave. It's almost like your sexy voice when you call your girlfriend or your old lady and you try to get a little frisky with her times. You drop that voice, don't you? I have no idea what you're talking about. Joey Ross, when you get excited, your voice goes up a little bit, and then when you try to do the introductions, it goes down a little bit. I kind of like that mix, Joey Ross. It shows you got range in your game, boy. I like that. Well, these four men have no love lost. It's going to be a really interesting match. And you got two guys starting off, maybe two of the most athletically gifted young men in VCW, the Natural Brian Dent, and the guy affectionately known as UK Stu Rodgers. As there you see Stu right away, that DDT taking down the Natural. Now a side headlock into the front chancery, and a nice step around, go behind into a neck breaker from UK Stu. If it's just me, UK Stu looked like he lost a little bit of weight there. He looking dapper, but thin at the same time. I mean, he looks like he's been trying to increase his speed a little bit by dropping a little bit extra weight. And see the Natural to go behind into a takedown. Excuse me, I had a burp, if you don't mind. A little bit of air out of my system. Well, UK Stu, look at this. Oh, just a nasty kick to the small of the back of the Natural. And UK Stu springboard, but missed the cross body splash, and now the Natural taking over, the drop kick to the head. They went for the right hand, but UK blocked it. Now an arm wringer. Oh, nice takedown into an arm bar. And UK Stu trying to wear down the Natural, keep him grounded. But the Natural, the head scissors to escape out of that arm bar. And they went to drop an elbow and missed. We've seen a lot of that here in VCW lately. A lot of guys going for moves and not even really be close to the guy they're trying to hit. Well, I mean, sometimes you get a little anxious in your game and you think you got a guy maybe beaten down a little more than what he is in reality. And you try for something and it just doesn't work out. Well, the Freaks are the first tag of the match, and the Natural setting him up, and Mike Clines dropping the elbow across the throat of UK Stu. Clines is like that. I really don't even know what to compare him to. He's kind of small in height, but he is just maybe pound for pound one of the strongest men in VCW. But even being strong, you can't stand up to a spinning heel kick like that as UK Stu takes Clines down. But look at Clines right back in there. Nice judo throw takedown. But Rodgers back to his feet now, whipping Clines to the corner. Now quick tag to Brett Daniels. And UK Stu holding Daniels coming down with the double axe handle across the arm. You know, Daniels, who was a huge Bret Hart fan growing up, even models his game, his in-ring style after the Hitman. Even going so far as to, you know, try to come up with a moniker to match it. We've called him the Assassin. We've called him things of that nature, and he's really taken his game to the next level here in the last few months in VCW as far as being an in-ring tactician and just able to grab a hold of a body part and exploit it. Well, you know, look at there. You talk about that right there. Daniels right there going to work on the arm of Mike Clines. You know, trying to separate that shoulder, trying to pop that shoulder out of socket. Because it's easy to beat a one-arm man in an ass-kicking contest. Oh! Brett Daniels with a big spear. Stealing a page from Mike Clines' books and hitting with that spear, then right back to work on the arm. You know, we saw this earlier. Josh Bryan did this to Eric King and just started working over a man's arm. And like you said, you take a guy's arm away, it's hard to stand up in a fight if you've only got one arm. Well, I mean, literally it's like taking a man's arm and tying it behind his back, because then he can't even use it. He gonna just swing around wildly, but like, even if he were to try to use that arm, like to pick a man up and try to slam him, that arm is not going to be as strong. You know, Mike Clines, he uses that spear, and then he also uses that jackhammer in both moves. You know, he got to have use of that shoulder. Oh, nice takedown, kind of a STO type move from Mike Clines. Now whipping Daniels off the ropes, setting up Daniels with a go behind and a forearm shiver to the back. You know, we talk about the tactician that Brett Daniels really has become, and once again, going to work on that arm, and then there's a running bulldog. You know, both these teams, you know, really have not gone after the tag team championships, but, you know, this could really kind of launch a team forward should they, you know, the winning team in this match, to potentially set up a match with, you know, AMC, America's Most Criminal, the longest reigning tag team champions now in professional wrestling, over 2 years. They've been the tag team champions, they've lost one match in 2 years. And that was a non-title match. So these guys have held the belts continuously now for upwards of 847 days. Just an impressive streak. I can't think of a tag team that's ever reigned that long in the history of professional wrestling. Well, you know, Joey Ross, I'm a little bit older than you, a little bit more wise, a little bit more, maybe a little bit more wrestling historian. Oh, look at this. Oh, kind of a little bit of payback there. Oh, and taunting the natural before you hit it. Look at that. The same move that they hit on Stu Rodgers earlier. Now Rodgers comes back and hits on the natural. A little bit of gamesmanship from the game changes, if you will. Well, the natural in the ring with Brett Daniels. Oh, code breaker. Oh, what a move out of nowhere. The code breaker from Daniels won. Only got the 1 count. Surprising the natural with that move. Now the natural trying to regain the momentum here, whipping Daniels into his own corner. Maybe not the smartest move, as Daniels able to reverse it. And now set Bryan up for that. Oh, it looks like a snap mare, and then just driving the point of the elbow to the back of the head. And now he might be calling for it. He's setting him up. Scoops him up in the air. He might be going for the shotgun stunner. Oh, beautiful shotgun stunner from Brett Daniels. Going for the cover. Now this might be it. 1. Oh, but the natural not worn down enough. He hit that move a little bit early, like a little bit later in the match. This one will be over. I love that move. Oh, it's a very beautiful move, Joey Ross. That shotgun stunner from Brett Daniels. You know, the natural came back trying to work over Daniels' arm, but then hit that big clothesline. And look at it. The natural been busted open already. We only not even 10 minutes into this match, and the natural bleeding already, making our mat all stained with blood. Are you okay? You just got really emphatic about that for some reason. I'm just saying, when I see a man bleed, I get a little excited. You know, it's kind of like seeing Christmas in July for me. It shows that how violent VCW has become, and I like it. Well, we saw a lot of that on Justice. A lot of, you know, a few guys got busted up on Justice, and then, you know, we constantly seem to be having, you know, steel barricades busted and tables get busted up. You see, you know, the Mexican midgets came out and fixed our table for us. So that's a step in the right direction here in VCW. As Daniels whips the natural back into his corner. Now following it up, tagging in UK Stu. Now whipping him off the ropes. Oh, double Japanese arm drag. And look at the beautiful kip-ups from the Game Changers. Looks like they had this match kind of in momentum. Oh, Stu. No, Stu. Not again. Well, UK Stu, we talk about there's no love lost between the Game Changers and the Freaks of Nature. It looks like Stu is trying to pull out all the stops. Trying to seal this match for the Game Changers. Because the one thing you cannot do is let the Natural regain momentum. What are they doing over there? Why they bumping? See, the back. What the hell is going on between these tag teams in this match? UK Stu and Brett running into each other, and the Natural able to get to the corner, and Mike Clines stepped away for a second from the ring, wasn't paying attention, and got. Well, Stu tagging Daniels back in. Daniels running in. Oh, looks like he was going for that clothesline again, but the Natural caught him with a Luthes press, and then started raining the right hands down on him. Now trying to get to the corner to make a tag, but for some reason, Clines again kind of stepped away for a moment. Well, you saw him on the outside, he was begging for the tag, and the Natural went to tag him, and he kind of stepped away. Some ill communication, quoting the Beastie Boys, when it comes to the Freaks of Nature so far early on in this match. And again, Clines now whipping Daniels into his own corner. Now going to work. Oh, maybe he's just taunting him, but I don't know what's going on here. But tying him to the tree of woe, and now choking away at Brett Daniels as UK Stu. Looked like the Natural came around to distract him. But now Daniels back to work on that shoulder. He has really worked over that left arm of Mike Clines. And again, just really trying to just work that shoulder. We're trying to separate it. I don't know if you ever had a separated shoulder, or a shoulder come out of socket, but it's a really painful thing to have happen. Man, Joe Ross, man, I am an athlete. I play basketball, I play football, I play parcheesi. It don't matter what it is, I'm good at. Oh, damn, it's just nasty again. Well, here's how Clines that spine buster. Now dragging Daniels to the center of the ring, trying to go for the cover. Referee only got a 1 count as Daniels able to get out of it. Now whipping Clines back into his own corner, trying to follow up another tag to UK Stu. And now Daniels again setting him up, almost that like demolition decapitation if you go back to the old tag teams. As Clines gets set up and then Rodgers drops the elbow on him. Now dropping a knee drop. Rodgers and Daniels kind of dominating the last 5 minutes of this match here. And now Rodgers kind of paying back Clines. Oh! Like you would say, a nasty running knee into the Bulldog. And perhaps UK Stu trying to set him up for something. Go for the cover. Again, only the 1 count, though. Because apparently in VCW, we don't believe in 2 counts. Uh-oh. Oh, Rodgers got caught. Clines trying to set him up with a jackhammer. Hoists him up, spins around, drops him. Referee go for the count. 1. Only got the 1 count. Maybe UK Stu wasn't ready. We saw Daniels hit the shotgun stunner earlier on the Natural. Now Clines hits the jackhammer on Stu, and Stu able to get out. And now Stu fighting back with that Hurricane Rana. I'm excited. I've heard a lot of good things. That match coming up later on tonight with the tag team champions, with America's Most Criminal taking on a tag team called Southern Comfort. I've heard a lot of good things about Southern Comfort. It's going to be really interesting to see how AMC, if they've got him scouted at all, or if they're just going to go into this match and wing it. And yet we still have the Hardcore title on the line, and we also have coming up on our next match, 2 hugely popular superstars. Well, one is maybe not so popular, but well known. The Mouthpiece. Well, we're not calling that anymore, are we? No, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, I just got the little message in my ear. We're not calling him the Mouthpiece anymore because apparently we almost got sued over it. So, the man formerly known as Mike Parrish, he's been taking on Kurt Coding, maybe the most abnormal superstar here in VCW. That's going to be our next match. As this match hits the 15-minute mark between the Game Changers and the Freaks of Nature, both teams trying to get that upper hand. The Game Changers kind of dominated the match for the most part. As you see UK Stu and the Natural still bleeding. That has a nasty cut over his left eye. And how does that affect a wrestler when you have that much blood coming down? Well, like I was saying before, we got interrupted with you going on about the card and everything else, as the Natural just misses a springboard body splash. I was a basketball player. I was a football player. I play volleyball, but only on the girls' team because I like to see them bounce, jigga jigga. But, you know, when you get a cut, you know, I went into pro wrestling. Man, hey, get him off our table. Every time, look at again. Oh, what a version of the side effect from UK Stu driving the Natural through our table as the Mexican midgets are now on standby again to come rebuild this thing. Look at that, Brett Daniels trying to get there on the Natural. The Natural countered into a DDT onto the wreckage of the table. But what I was saying, Joe, like when you got that much blood coming out of your eye, it affects your vision, your depth perception, your timing. You know, we just saw the Natural, he moved that springboard body splash earlier and missed it. It could have been because of the eye. Well, UK Stu trying to figure out a way to close this match out. Now setting him up with the go behind. The Natural reversed it into a front face lock. Now Fireman's carry takedown. I mean, if you're the Natural, you probably got to try to make a tag here at some point again. But the Natural, really, at this point, when you bust it open like that, do a tag team match, you know, you're supposed to almost just become a breather. You know, you are just supposed to be enough of a breather to give your opponent a chance to come in. And here you see him make a hot tag. Mike Clines, big right hand on Stu Rodgers. The forearm to Brett Daniels. Well, the Maniac coming in like a house of fire, which is appropriate because he used to be a fireman. So if anybody knows about being on a house of fire, it's Mike Clines. But UK Stu quenching that fire, extinguishing it, as now he makes the hot tag to Brett Daniels, and he comes in, rocks Mike Clines on the right hand, the forearm to the Natural. Now setting him up, big chop, a couple big chops, but Clines, look at that, right back after him. Ooh. Then just a blatant, brutal, blunt headbutt from the Maniac, and now the camel clutch from Mike Clines applied. UK Stu gets taken out by the Natural. Daniels, powering up, able to get out of it. I don't know how much longer Daniels could have been in that move. Clines had it locked in. And now Clines the side headlock. Now whipping Daniels towards the ropes. Catches him. Side slam from Mike Clines. Going for the cover. 1. And again, VCW does not believe in 2 counts, folks. We go 1, dramatic pause, and then a 3. So if you kick out between 1 and the dramatic pause, we usually don't have 2 counts. And look at Daniels right back to work on that shoulder. Well, I mean, they done busted open the Natural, and now, you know, Mike Clines, his arms got to be killing him. And as he goes with that clothesline to take down Daniels. Now going for the cover. 1, dramatic pause, kick out. Now setting him up. Spine buster again. Catches him this time. Well, caught last time too, but this time a little more emphasis on it. And Clines, that spine buster, somehow gets the pin out of nowhere. And the Freaks are victorious tonight over the Game Changers. You know, I'm a little taken aback by that, the way that sequence ended up there. They saw the Natural with the Luthez press on Brett Daniels. And then Daniels and Rodgers, very cohesive tonight. I mean, they pulled out everything they could to get the victory. But look at this, Stu Rodgers, that side effect through our table as the midgets are now on hand. And I thought you was joking about them. They tiny little dudes, man. But, you know, the way this match played out, man, the Game Changers had all the momentum until that spine buster right there. Mike Clines in the middle of the ring with that spine buster caught him. And Stu was not able to get in the ring quick enough, but, I mean, they may have won the match, but they might have lost the fight because you look at those guys. The Natural busted up, Mike Clines holding his head and his shoulder. The Game Changers put a whooping on these boys, but the Freaks sneak it out. Well, coming up next, we talked about it. Mike Parrish, Kurt Codeine. Come back when you click the link.